Hey, it's me, Rishikesh Kannan, popularly known as Rishi K. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon now to get the latest videos and get taken into a world of entertainment, culture, sport, business, and current affairs.
I've been waiting for a year to go see my nanny's house and meet my relatives there. And as chance would have it, my mom was also there visiting from Hyderabad. So it was very nice to go back and meet all these kids that I've not seen, who just grew up and of new deliveries and stuff, and met my old nana nani and just going back to that lane where I grew up and I read 100 comics and spent so many evenings and mornings and slept on the terrace looking at the stars. And so it was just so beautiful to spend that one day there and meet all these people and bring back all the memories. I felt so good, I was deeply emotional.
So the comics were what? Amar Chitra Katha, Mandrake, Indrajal, or Archie?
Raj Comics.
Raj Comics, Zindabad, lovely.
Super Commando Dhruv and Nagaraj.
Vijay Varma, wonderful to see you, brother. And every time we meet, you take a fresh bag of tricks out of your acting hat. And I can't wait to talk to you. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I hope all the senior citizens in the family have got their COVID-19 shots. People above 60, mom, dad, all that is fine.
I mean, yeah, we're all doing fine, and I've been in a very happy space. I've been shooting extensively here in Rajasthan. And yeah, I mean, my parents are like old school. They're like, "Ghee khao, kuch nahi hoga." So they are very happy to stay at home and not worry about coronavirus. And I mean, there are enough loving members in the family to take care of each other. So we are all good and safe and sound. Thank you.
With sci-fi as a genre, you're obviously transported to a world that nobody can be familiar with, except in the movies or in the books or in a hypothetical world.
In a fantasy.
Does that
yeah.
mean you make new discoveries as an actor, Vijay, when you're transported into the future? Talk about the discoveries you made about yourself as an actor performer in OK Computer.
So there is a very interesting insight into this show. So we shot this show before the lockdown. My last day of shoot was end of Feb, and soon after we went into a lockdown. So if you watch the show, you will be like, this must have definitely been shot after the pandemic, because the research had already been done in a way that Anand and his team had imagined a future which will have several pandemics, climate changes, capitalism overpowering everything else, advertisements taking over everything else, and so on and so forth. Every theme of modern India has been enhanced in the future. The trends that are happening right now will be taken to another level in the future, including the fake news and so on and so forth. So it is actually a satire, because we are using the tone of comedy, and the filmmaking style is mockumentary. So it is a camera crew who is following these bunch of characters in the future, because an event like that has not happened where AI has harmed a human, because we've not made AI to harm us. So there are all these assumptions already in the show that people will be having breathing difficulties, people will be having post-pandemic disorders, PTSDs, and so on and so forth, which are already a part of the theme of the show, including which should be the national language and so on and so forth. So all these discussions are part of the future that we've imagined. And since it's a satire, we can choose to make fun of it. At the same time, my character, the discovery I've made, because there's going to be we have a dialogue in the show which says that "Arey, फिर से February में monsoon आ गया." So there will be like my character is constantly red nosed because all the allergies start kicking in because the constant change in the weather and the presence of several viruses which we've not understood. So and then there are these. So this person who is actually a geek, the officer that I'm playing, Sergeant Kundu. He's a geek. He's somebody who knows the tech, but of course he has a run-in with the tech, and he has a dark history with some of the creations that made him hate technology. Right now, he's out there to make sure that they don't grow to a level that we can't control them. Uh, so he lives in a car. He doesn't live in a house because uh, pandemic happened and he had to leave that house, and now he lives in a car.
Wow.
So it feels eerily similar to what happened months after we shot it.
It's amazing. You know, there are manjha hua khiladis in terms of the directors that you've worked with. We're talking, people of Oscar stature like Meera Nair, and of course somebody who's a cult filmmaker like Tishu, and then you have people like Zoya, and then you're suddenly in a set where there are lots of fresh minds. I mean, Pooja said
Yeah,
Shetty, Neil,
yeah,
Anand, even
yeah,
though, he's done Ship of Theseus and he's done Tumbad, he's still amongst the new wave of, and
yeah,
this
yeah,
whole new setup must have infused you
yeah.
with a lot of freshness. Uh,
Absolutely.
and talk about that and what effect that has had on your performance.
Um, the average age on the people who were running this show was maybe 25, including the biggest, like the production design, the costume, the hair
Wow.
makeup, the VFX team, the graphics team, the directors, the DOP. All of them are in their 20s. Most of them are early 30s. And so it was the freshest, youngest team I worked with, and some people, most of them, I was enamored by because of the knowledge that they carry. uh, Anand is known to harbor geniuses and and in this particular show you will see a lot of talent which is exceptional coming together to make something at a budget that we've never made a sci-fi in, um, and the mind and just the sheer amount of so we've kind of took robots and made it very palatable or relatable to how we will embrace technology in the future. It won't look so. We have something called as a Moshi bot, which is basically a cleaning, maid kind of a bot, because we still believe in servants and master culture. And so they've took all these uh, stereotypes of every sci-fi film, and because we choose the tone of a comedy, made them so palatable and relevant to how we function as Indians. Uh, it's been quite a delight, and this young team particularly has me on my toes.
Vijay, I figured that, this is, and the average age would be early 20s. Because when I look at the name of Jaguda Das character, which is Jackie Shroff, it's so obvious that it's a reference from popular culture. There used to be a
Yeah,
rapper in popular cult culture who passed away called Tupac Shakur.
Tupac Shakur. Yeah,
And
correct.
Jagu
You've
Dada
got
is,
it right.
yeah. So, I said
Tupac
this has got
Shakur.
to be young minds at play. OK
Yeah,
Computer,
absolutely.
Tupac Shakur. In fact, this T-shirt that I'm wearing is a rock band called Radiohead, and
Radiohead,
Radiohead
and I'm wearing, yeah,
had a cult album
cult
called
album
OK Computer.
called OK Computer. Yeah,
Wow, wow. So you already
and
know
it
about
was
all
a
this
cult
stuff.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I mean, this show is full of pop culture, international pop culture and Indian pop culture. It has references of mythology. It has references of politics. It has references of filmy figures. There is from Vishwanathan Anand to Suresh Vatkar. Everybody is be mentioned in the show. So it's like a
kya baat hai.
proper homage to films, filmmaking, music, tech, intelligent minds. It's their song to everything that we grew up on.
And I get the feeling that Jagu Dada must have loved you, Jackie Shroff, on the set. You're the personality type that he
Yeah,
would be drawn towards. Talk about, just hanging with him on
yeah.
the set. I mean, acting with him is one thing, but just soaking in the energy of the man, such a young heart, such a pure, innocent soul. Talk about Jackie Shroff.
Uh, I don't know, man. He's just so incredible. he's playing a person who hates technology. He's playing a leader of a cult which believes that we are taking away stuff from the nature, we're giving it to the machines, and I worked very closely with him, and I realized that he's a great star and he's been around and he has a cult following and so on, but he's such a child at heart, and he will hold my hand for half a day till the scene is done, So wants to work with the actor, feel each other, that kind of a, complete spirit connection. Uh, and his one-liners are something that we've all been fans of, and the directors made sure that we just let him loose at times and see what he comes up with. And he comes up with gems like "Ozone mein khadda ho gaya hai." So कि बोला नाक से सांस ले नाक की हड्डी में से. So then we were like, it was very difficult to keep a straight face when he's on a loose. But we managed to get some incredible moments between the two of us, and I mean, I've been a fan. Like, my work reflects that I've been a fan of Jagu Dada. Every time I play a Bombaya character, you see some essence of Jagu there. So for me, it felt like and I was just coming off Tiger. Like, I finished Bagi 3 and I ran into OK Computer. So I saw the entire circle of life.
So has he given you a pet name, or is it just Baba as of now? Is there any pet name for Vijay Varma in Jackie Shroff's?
He calls me Bidu. Bidu.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other day he sent me a message on Instagram saying just Bidu, nothing else.
Which shows that he was just thinking of you. I mean, he had nothing to say, but he was thinking of you, which is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's lovely. I'm just so happy that Radhika Apte and you are together, and you, in a sense, the two of you are really representative of this new force of actors who have come in and taken unconventional parts and made it your own. And such a fine actress, both. I mean, you are too, and you must have fed off that energy also, because in the show you're almost like two opposing sides of a conscience. She is, from what I understand, a robot protector. Like the robot version of PETA, People for Ethical Treatment of Animals. And you, of course, believe that technology is harmful and things like that. So talk about Radhika and your Jugalbandi in this wonderful show.
So she appears in episode 1 on a crime scene where I deduct that there is some kind of a foul play here. It's not an accident, it's a murder, and she's immediately appearing to protect the AI because she works for People for Ethical Treatment for Every Robot, which is PETA, a spin-off on PETA. So we are at loggerheads right from the word go, not just professionally, but I guess there is some past between the two of them as well, a romantic past, which didn't go down too well. We didn't age too well post-pandemic or whatever. So it was a joy to fight with her on screen because she is fierce and she is one of those actors that surprised me because she'll read the scene once and she'll know the lines to the T. And I take a bit of a time to get my lines right. And she was throwing venom at me and I was just like trying to dodge myself from it. My only job of doing when I was doing scenes with Radhika was to make sure that she doesn't get too angry at me. That's it.
So well said. Where do you stand on technology? I mean, I'll tell you what, I get very excited by everything to do with tech. When I discover a new app, when I discover something to make my life simpler, when I discover a new pair of headphones, whatever it is. And then suddenly I see a documentary, Vijay, which tells me about how, data is being taken off and people know so much about my life. And suddenly I get really, really scared. So I'm conflicted, bro. Much as I like tech, sometimes it scares me. Where do you stand on this whole tech revolution?
Exactly where you are. I feel like it enhances, it makes our life easier. It gives us more ways to function. It makes our life far more easier, but at the cost of what? at the cost of our privacy, at the cost of using anything against you at any point of time, at the cost of having, we become the puppets for big capitalist industries. So it's something that the internet makers are also not prepared to deal with right now. There are a few people who made things happen in terms of tech, and those are the ones who can fix it. Because it's taking its own shape now, and what we need in the future are geeks more than any. Those are the heroes that we need, and therefore the hero that we created in the show is a geek. So it's no longer the warrior, it's no longer the shurveer, it's no longer the king, it's no longer the police, it's no longer the politician, it's no longer the man who can fight. It's the mind who can crack codes. That's the hero of the future.
Yeah, what they call these days, I think they call it ethical hacker, because that is, one aspect of trying to use technology in the right way. Vijay, one is to do a sci-fi film with very slick robots, like a Star Wars or a Star Trek, where you use AI and you have
Star Wars was not was an interesting space because it used very dated technology. At the same time, it had advanced technology, so it worked very interestingly. Which was
correct. Like, for example, the little round robot was very retro. You're right. Yeah, and then you see Chewbacca and things like that.
Yeah. So we have. Yeah.
So my question is, when I see Maushi...
Sorry, you finish your question.
Yeah, my question is, when I see Maushi the robot and I see Ajeeb, which is the other robot, they're not some slick pieces of machinery that have been created by some hi-fi industrial lights and magic lab. Was it on purpose to keep it that way? To keep it like, everyday paraphernalia?
It was. So there is, you get a massager which is 35,000 rupees, and you press the button and it massages your neck so well. And then on Juhu Street, Juhu Signal, you'll get something like a 5-wire and you put it on the head, it massages your head, makes you feel so good. Both of them are doing the same job. So we figured that in India, we would love that 15 rupees head massager. And how do we make tech on that? So that's the direction that Indians like to jugaad. So that's like a representative to what kind of also the spending power is different than in West. In standard of living, the cost of production, all of it is very rooted into the Indian landscape, economical and sociological.
And Ajeeb is another robot, isn't it? I mean, I haven't got that wrong. There's Maushi the robot, and is Ajeeb also a robot or an AI?
Ajeeb is the robot that Ajeeb was a breakthrough robot, a breakthrough that Indians made, put them in a global limelight, made from the pieces of a abandoned ship, of a very powerful army naval ship. We used the remains of it to make Ajeeb, and Ajeeb had the AI consciousness which was more evolved than anything else that anybody has ever created, and he saved the planet or rescued mankind from certain situations. So he became a hero.
I like movies in which, cops hunt in pairs. Sajan's character seems to have a sidekick in Sarang Sate's character. Yeah. And those must be leading to great moments.
Yeah. There is Mona Lisa Paul, who is played by Kani, and then there is Sarang, who's playing Ashfaq. So there are these two sidekicks that they have, and these are basically the most the most fun characters that I've ever read on a screen, and these two have brought it to life like nothing. Like my only job was to not laugh while filming, which I failed miserably at. They've claimed that they have like 20 minutes of blooper reel in which I'm just laughing.
They should put that at the
end. So I was not ready for what I was getting into. These guys cracked me up in every single scene, including Jagu Dada, Kani, Radhika, Sarang. Every character that appears have lines which completely I mean, my face turns red trying to hold my laughter in.
My last question is that I'm so glad that in between this busy life where you're shooting with Sonakshi Sinha and with Alia Bhatt and readings and being in Rajasthan, I'm so glad that you were able to go to your mother's sasural, which is
My
your mom's
home, my
ancestral
father's
house.
sasural.
Talk to me about that. Your father's sasural, correct? Yeah. Talk about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I wanted to do this. I was here last year to film Fallen, and then we had to go back because of the lockdown. So I came back. I've been waiting for a year to go see my nani's house and meet my relatives there. And as chance would have it, my mom was also there visiting from Hyderabad. So it was very nice to go back and meet all these kids that I've not seen, who just grew up and new deliveries and stuff, and met my old nana nani and just going back to that lane where I grew up and I read 100 comics and spent so many evenings and mornings and slept on the terrace looking at the stars. And so it was just so beautiful to spend that one day there and meet all these people and bring back all the memories. I felt so good. I was deeply emotional.
So the comics were what? Amar Chitra Katha, Mandrake, Indrajal, or Archie?
Raj Comics,
Raj Comics Zindabad, lovely.
Super Commando Dhruv and Nagaraj.
Yeah. Vijay Varma, such a pleasure to talk to you, brother. I can't wait to see what is next from your CV, your portfolio. Keep giving us joy with your wonderful characters. Cheers, mate.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
thank you. Please
Lots of love.
request your audience to watch the show
Of course.
when it
Okay,
comes
computer.
out. And it's a complete family show. It's only 6 episodes and completely clean. No nudity, no violence, no language, nothing. It's something that a 3-year-old will enjoy as well.
Lovely. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.